Do not post your referral code in the comment section below. Doing so will result in being blocked and reported. Thank you. Hi guys, Jayson121 or Jaybo785 here. Today we're coming at you with some good information about the upcoming event, the Puppet Master Strikes Back, along with some scams prevention, how our order did in the Holy War, new event and useful cards for that event, the new competition, results of the old competition, and so on and so forth. But before we get started with that, let's just go over the basics. Order's name is House of Gods. Order leader is Mellison1980. If you'd like to join our order, please message him. We'll try to get you in. If you have any questions or comments or clarifications, please message me in-game. It's Jaybo, Jaybo785. If you have an extra phone or device laying around or have an extra account, please use my referral code after the tutorial. RUM26800. That gets you a free rare card and some rubies. It does the same for me. Now that that's been said, let's go ahead and do some clarification for last video. I accidentally made a mistake, and I was pointing out on that. Thank you very much for those that have done that. I said that Lancelot affects all. It actually just affects man. I had the picture up. You know, I was just talking, rambling on like I do. So I just wanted to make that clarification. So scam prevention, okay? One of the scams that I've been seeing going on, and you know, guys, just don't do any of this crap. I mean, just be smart, is raffles. And basically what it says is spend 1 HP and basically you get a ticket, and after so many tickets are bought, they'll draw a number out of the hat, or however the hell they'll do it. And if your name gets drawn, you get picked. And if it's legit, you know, your odds of winning are still just astronomically low. What happens, guys, with this is people make secondary accounts and they just say that their account won, or they give it to a friend, or they just take your money and they don't ever give the damn card away, okay? So don't do it. There's so many ways that it's not official. It's a freaking joke. I unfortunately even see this kind of stuff go on in Game Facts, and just don't play into it. People make multiple email accounts and act like they're bidding on it, so it looks neat. Just don't do that shit. Speaking of Game Facts, one thing that I'm going to ask people to start doing is, guys, if you're going to ask me about the prices of cards, please just check on Game Facts. The prices change so much per week that I could tell you something that was correct one week that simply is not even coherent the next week. I noticed in my last video I actually stated that Lancelot was 120 HP, and kind of went on to a formula describing how that would be a better deal than an 1815 Paladin. Well, it's actually closer to 180 to 200 HP now. So that's simply not even close. I think you can get a max Pally 815 at 30 per plus maxing, so 250 to a little bit more. And yeah, it's going to cost you 800 plus HP to get a maxed out Lancelot. So that being said, you know, one thing, guys, please don't message me in-game if something's a fair trade or not, because it might be one week, it might not be another week, and really, it's ultimately your decision, okay? Another thing, this unfortunately happened to one of my order members, is people are trading rubies instead of HP, okay? So you think that you're getting the correct amount of HP, when really you're only getting that many in rubies, okay? And as you all know, it's hundreds of thousands of rubies per HP or per cure water. So you're just getting totally ripped off. My guy, unfortunately, traded something worth close to 300 HP and lost it. And Rage Bahamut staff is not doing anything to compensate this. And he's even working on getting the name. So this is a very common scam. Watch out for it. Double check your trades. Make sure that you're getting HP. And if a deal seems too good to be true, it is. Another thing, and I noticed some jackass has been doing this on my videos. He says, oh, email me your whatever, and I'll get you whatever free cards you want. That shit does not exist. Don't fall for that. That's ridiculous. I don't even know how somebody could even think somebody would fall for that freaking scam, unless they're a little kid. And you know what? If you're the type of jackass that's taking advantage of children, you deserve to be kicked in the nuts. I mean, there's no more than that. What kind of douchebag are you? Okay, so now that I'm off that little soapbox, if somebody is asking for your email, or, you know, says, oh, if you want to join an order, that's fine, but you have to get on our special ties forum on this website, which no one's ever fucking heard of. Don't do it. Usually it's a spyware or a malware account. Yes, there are some legitimate specific forms out there because it's easier to type on a keyboard than on your phone, especially since you can't side tilt fucking Rage Bahamut. But don't do it. It's not worth it, okay? Find a different order. Make your own, okay? Another one is staff impersonation, where they say, I'm so and so from Rage of Bahamut, and you've won a reward or whatever. If you haven't signed up for it, it doesn't exist. And as far as I know, Rage of Bahamut staff will only email you through your official email account that you set up when you first made that account, or your phone device linked email account, okay? So don't ever fall for that crap, especially if it's on your phone board. Now that I've finally gotten all that out of the way, let's talk about how our order did, House of Gods did in this newest Holy War revival or whatever it's called. Okay, we actually took like 350th place, so I was really impressed and really proud of my team. And when I say my team, I actually mean all of our efforts. Okay, into that. We were actually placed at 250th place, or excuse me, 240th place. And what happened was we ran into a few defense leader decks that we could simply not get through. Our highest hitting order leader was hitting 124,000 plus, and we still could not bust through that deck. We also ran into a couple ones where people were spamming within the last minutes using that back button, and they increased their points total by like 10,000 points in like 4 minutes. And we simply did not have the HP or the capacity to keep up with that type of spamming, which I thought was kind of unfair. I really wish that Rage of Bahamut staff would work on a loading issue where you have to go through the entire sequence. Otherwise, you aren't given those Holy War points or those battle ranking points. I don't know if that's a programming possibility, but I think that's something that should be implemented in the future, because even if you're spending the same amount of holy powder as other team members, you should only be allowed so many attacks. And when somebody abuses a in-game bug like that, or a glitch, or whatever you would call it, it doesn't make things fair, and it's no longer an issue of resources or even strategy. It's just exploiting a bug, which really is kind of unsportsmanlike and really takes the love out of the game. So let's talk about, that's just some of the problems that we've been experiencing. One of the other problems that my personal account had was, I guess it's because I'm such a high level, um, I was getting jack diddly for some of my Holy War points, okay? Where some people were getting well over 300 to 600 points per win. At the very strongest battle that I was getting maybe 197 points. Um, so, yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that, guys. I spent as much or more HP than some other members and won more battles and got less points, and that's still using the Sect Core, and another Holy War boosting card. So, I don't know what the hell to tell you. Now, one suggestion that awards. Basically, what we're gonna get is we're gonna get a lane and 3 legend card packs. Okay, the step above us would have gotten an Archdemon and a high rare pack, I believe. Don't quote me on that one though. And from the previous one, we got a lane also and 2 legend card packs. So I'll let you guys know what I got out of that. And speaking of card packs, let's talk about those notorious silver coin packs. Let's see. I had like 200 coins or something like that I spent, and the best I got was one rare, which was an Azult, which in my opinion is one of the worst rare cards out there, and it's worth a whopping 1 HP on GameFAQs forums, okay? Talking to some of my order members, they were usually getting like, I think a Skull Rider has their best rare card, okay? Um, I know last war we had one person that got a Paladin, which I think is a really amazing award. And my lucky son of a bitch friend got an Archdemon out of a silver coin pack. And this is the first Holy War he's been in, so good for him. I'm a little jealous if you can't tell. Okay, so my suggestion to improve that is simply this. Rather than just having silver coins, and if you win, you can trade somebody, blah, 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 here it is. If you take second place, you get gold coins, okay? You can spend them along with silver coins, or they act as 2 silver coins. You can figure out the exchange rate later. But basically, it's this. You can buy gold coin packs. 3 of them, just like the same. And the very minimum that you'll get is a high normal skill card. And it ups the chances, extremely rare, even more rare than a legend card pack, okay, of getting an SR or an SSR card, okay? And it, of course, increases the rate of getting a high rare card as well. Now, if you take first, what that should give you is a platinum coin. And there's platinum coin packs as well, okay? Now, you can trade down, but you can't trade up. So platinum coins are exclusive. And I think that this would also increase the, what's the word I'm looking for? The competition between the same order, trying to get that first place to rack up more points. Because, guys, I know that there's been times where, yeah, I could have spent an extra 3-4 HP and taken first place. But it was just kind of one of those things like, why the hell do I want to do that? I mean, I'm hardly getting any points anymore because I've already attacked people more than 3 times. And, the guy ahead of me, yeah, I'm just going to beat out one of my own party members. So why do I want to do that? Especially if all I'm going to get is 2 or 3 more silver coins? Whoop-de-shit. Yeah, I'm going to get another common card. Whoop-de-doo. Who gives a crap? So I think that this idea would be able to still keep the game in balance, honestly solve one of the major issues of people are not happy with silver coin packs. And they they just simply don't give out what you have to give in to get out of them. Just if you're following me along with that, you just don't get shit out of them, guys. So, that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the new event. We have the Puppet Master Strikes Back. I don't know if there was one before this. And I recommend that you get on Rage Trade blog spots, guys, and that you also get on wikirageofbahamut.com. Big props to whoever's managing these websites. They always do a really good job. Honestly, about my only complaint on the Card Max Evo sheet is they don't have Claymore made, and thank you to who has posted the information of the stats on there. So, basically, this is going to be like that Roar of the Dragons event, okay, that I've been talking about, and honestly hoping that they come out with for quite a while. Now, how it works is there's a quest side of it, which I think Roar of the Dragons went up to quest level 10. So if you have a decent amount of stamina, you're just going to need a couple cure water to get through it, okay? Upon progressing through this, there's going to be random events where you're going to fight bosses or you're going to fight demi-bosses, okay? Which will get you like an event card, kind of like with Tears of the Moon, where you would get that gold fox at wave 50 and then another gold fox at wave 100. And with Roar of the Dragons, it was the mime card. You're going to have that, and according to Rage Trade blog spots, what that card is going to be is, I believe it is going... Yeah, son of a bitch. Okay, so rare card for defeating golems. It's going to be this one right here, okay? I don't know its name. Puppet Master, big hit to foe's god attack. 4-6 Evo is defense 14,696. So, that being said, Master Witch, guys, basically does the same thing. Big hit to foe's god attack. Big hit to foe's god attack. Alright? So, which one's better? Honestly, I believe Master Witch. And the reason that and Axe Master are going to be the 2 cards that I'm going to go in more depth about later on in this video, so stay tuned. So, if you're looking for the archive bonus, and if you can get 4 of these pretty cheaply, I don't know how much they're going to go for, pick them up, especially if you're a man deck. You could probably use it, but don't spend a lot for it, because Master Witch is honestly a better defensive card. I think it's like 15,500 for the defense, and really who cares about the attack. And you can pick up Master Witch for like 7 HP on GameFAQs right now. And the reason I chose Master Witch as one of the 2 cards I'm going to talk about is if you cannot afford a Paladin, Master Witch having the 15,500 defense and basically even being the half the price of a Competiton, or excuse me, a Competiton, which is like 12 to 15 HP, so still pretty cheaply priced. That this is a really good alternative to that. Okay, so you can pick up 4 of these for basically 24 HP, max them out to 4/6 Evo, and you get something that actually can compete. Okay, and with being a big hit to foe's god attack, if you don't have 3 paladins in your deck or something better than that, and if you're trying to get this function to go off, then it's actually pretty versatile and it could work to your advantage. Okay, especially if you're man deck and look for something to place in there. So consider it, okay? Could you find something better? Yes, but it's going to cost you more HP. So, scrolling down, you could see the major cards that you're going to want to get are the SR reward card here, which is a great hit to God's defense. It is a whopping 20,000 attack at a 4/6 Evo. And then the SSR, which is 25,000 at a 4/6 and a massive boost to attack all. So it's like an Elaine on steroids, pretty much. If you're a god, this is honestly got to be one of the top 10 best cards in the game coming out. It's phenomenal. You got to take probably first place or top 10 to get one of these things, and God bless if you get it. So, guys, one of the other things is there's going to be some normal cards coming out, and I believe that these are the 1-star new normal cards. Okay, so watch out. Don't get scammed on those, okay? Those are probably the high normals there. So, if you get those, and if you got a lot of extra feeder cards laying around, use them up. Get that archive bonus for both the maxing your card limit and then, of course, increasing your stamina, your attack, and your defense point renewal by that 1 second, okay? Speaking of basically feeder cards, right now, I believe, the 30th, so a couple more days, they're doing an excellent enhancement bonus. So yeah, you're going to spend a crap ton more rubies. It's only been one of the only times that I've run low on rubies, but you're getting that excellent enhancement bonus a lot more, which I've actually noticed. So more bang for your buck in a sense if you're willing to spend the rubies into it. So take advantage of that now. If you have a bunch of Cure Waters laying around, use them up. Speaking of Cure Waters and HP, during those Golem events, you're going to be attacking, and you're, of course, going to have that HP to renew your attacking points. It's going to be different than the Tier of the Moon event where you're fighting those bosses, okay? This one is actually going to use up your actual normal attack points. So 23, 23, 23, 23 for your whatever cards in the power level required, plus 5 additional HP per card. So the very minimum it's going to cost you, if it's 1 HP per those 5 cards, is going to be 30 HP, it's 30 attack points per attack, okay? So have a decent reserve of HP and have a even smaller reserve of Cure Water to get through this quest. And this is a repeatable event. So once you get to that final stage and have done all the quests, continue to repeat that last stage quest, okay? And what will happen is eventually you'll get those goals to pop up. Now, an additional part, other than your individual rank and your order rank, okay, which you'll get so many points for advancing, is they're going to have before it was Dragon Kill, this is going to be a Golem Kill event, where if you kill so many Golems, you get so many Cure Water, so many HP, so many whatever, and then eventually you start getting into those really rare cards. And how it worked, guys, before it was 1 to 100, lots of Cure Water, lots of HP, which honestly I just dumped back into the event. And from 100 to basically 500 was that huge freaking gap. But at that 500 kill mark is where you got the really good stuff. And then from the 500 to the 1,000 mark, that's where you were basically getting the really, really, really good stuff, okay? Like the SR, the SSR cards and stuff like that. But you're going to have to rely heavily on your order. Because last time what happened was when you attacked this thing and you lost, and you will lose, okay, is after you died, you can call in up to 10 team members to come help you fight this thing, okay? And basically what their screen looks like is exactly the same, except you're basically eating away on this thing So whatever you're attacking, they're attacking, and so on and so forth. And usually who kills it gets a little bit of a bonus, I think, or whoever gets the last hit gets a bonus. But don't quote me on that. Hey guys, I know that this video is going on pretty long, and I'm almost done, so just stick with me on this, okay? So, that being said, another really good buy that I've seen is Axemaster. And this used to be a really expensive card, and I'm seeing them go for less than 10 HP. 9 HP is normal so far on GameFAQs. Now, this is a big boost to damage against dragons, but it's also a medium boost against large bosses. So if the Golem is considered a large boss, guys, I'd pick one of these up, especially for the price. If you do a proper 815 Evo, it's like 17,150 some odd attack. So a real hard hitting card. And that medium boost should give itself and all other cards in your deck a 10% bonus if that stat is right. I think it's a 7.5 to 10% bonus. So then that boosted up to almost 19,000 some odd points, okay? So that will really help you out and do a crap ton of damage. Because typically the boss has 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, and then it's like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. So you can see how much HP you're going to have to use up on that. So having a bunch of these in your deck or having a quote-unquote boss fighting deck can really help you. Check out R.O.B Rich also. Odie or Odyssey or however you would enunciate that is another one of those cards. But I would probably stay away from that because its attack tends to be a little bit too low. The Axemaster is a much better buy for it being a man card. R.O.B Rich, if you're God Realm, consider it, but I still think Axemaster is a better buy, especially for the price right now. They also have the new card packs out with new cards, and there's a Pupeteer fighting one. Whoopie shit, I wouldn't spend my money on it. You can find something better, okay? So, that being said, let's go ahead and get on to the competition results. I'm not going to release the results or give out the prizes until 8:30, which is a full week, okay? Because I released this on 8:23, okay? But what I recommend, guys, is go back and read through other people's comments because there's some amazing ones, okay? It's actually going to be very hard for me to choose a winner out of this, okay? And I'll probably do another video coming up soon that announces that, hey, this is the winner, or these are the winners, this is the prize that I gave out, and go through some of the top winners' comments, okay? I highly suggest that you read through those and possibly message Rage of Bahamut suggesting those ideas because you guys came up with some excellent ones. There's some pros and cons to all of them, but I'm sure that you can figure that out on your own, okay? That being said, the next competition is going to be this. Feel free to post in the comment section below, okay? But I'm not going to actually start or end this official competition for this new video until 9/6 of 12. That's when it will end. That's when I'll announce the winners. That's when the cutoff time will be, okay? So, the new competition is this. What is your favorite card and why? The more detailed, the more thorough explanation, the better. A couple ideas are, I like the art of this card. I like the effect of this card. I like the skill. I like the power. I like the power level requirement. I like the realm. And just many others. Explain in detail why the card you chose was your favorite card, okay? The winner will, of course, get a prize from me. I'm not sure how big of a prize will be. We'll just see on the results. Speaking of that, how I'm going to kind of try to monitor how big of prizes that I give out are the amount of subscribers and the amount of views. Right now I have 170 subscribers, and thank you guys that took the time and the effort to subscribe to my videos. That really keeps me motivated to keep making these. So, the next big prize that I'm going to give out, which I'm going to try to give out a pretty decent one for the last winners of this 823 video, is at 200 subscribers. I'm going to try to make that something really special, okay? Or whatever comes first, 100,000 views, okay? Which, more people viewing, the better, alright? So whatever comes first, 200 subscribers, 100,000 views, I'm going to try to get the winner of that competition, of that video, something really, really, really nice, okay? What it is, I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to try to make it worth your time and your effort, guys. So, that being said, To conclude this video, my name is Jayson121, in-game name Jaybo785. If you have an extra device laying around or plan on making an account, please use my referral code RUM26800. Thank you all very much for your time and tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night.